All right, Pintastic wouldn't be Pintastic if I didn't do a video with Todd Tuckey, which means the last year's Pintastic wasn't Pintastic because I didn't bring my camera for the first time.
But, and you know why? Because I'm the star of the show.
Ah, but today we have co-stars because this couple here was talking to Todd, and I thought it would be interesting to do an interview with you and with people who are fans of your channel. So could you give me your names, please?
Hi, my name is Michael Laughlin. I'm from New Hampshire.
And you are?
This is ChingHua Laughlin.
And what part of New Hampshire? Because I'm from Fitchburg, so we're not far away.
We're from Chichester, New Hampshire. I'm originally from Allenstown, and my wife is from Taiwan.
Ah. So, first, Todd, as I said, when we came down, when I was coming by, I saw you there, and you were talking to this charming couple, and they were talking about all the videos they have seen. Does that happen with you? You know, you've been doing videos so long. Can you get 10 feet at a place like this without being stopped by people who watch them?
Usually not. I have figured out the key. If you have to go to the bathroom and you can't stop, what you do is you don't look left and right. You make a beeline and walk straight with purpose so they don't stop you, because if they stop you, then I have problems.
And that becomes a very interesting video.
That doesn't happen very often. So most of the time I'll look left and right, and if I see somebody that looks like they're too afraid to come up, and I say, no, I don't bite.
Now, how long have you been? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were done.
I was just going to say, they like me coming to the shows because they think I bring people in, and I'm pretty sure I do. People want to see and talk, reminisce about their fantastic games. Now they're going to buy their first game.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
What game are you planning on buying?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Stern. I think it was
not a bad game. Not a bad game.
2020 when it came out.
Yeah.
The comic come out from
New Hampshire. Yeah.
I remember when I owned a comic book store when the comic first came out.
Dover, New Hampshire.
Yeah, I remember when the comic first came out. I owned a comic book store when I was in my 20s, back when it wasn't cool. And I kept saying Teenage Ninja. I couldn't believe the title, but it became huge. Now, when did you discover Todd Tuckey?
We got really into pinball probably about 4 years ago, going to a place, Tokens Tap Room in Dover, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, and then we kind of transitioned to Fun Spot in Laconia, New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, the owner, is here. He's a sweet guy, and he's really gone nuts since we've started with the pinball machines. He has so many Stern and Jersey Jack pinball machines.
I did a nice video there.
Yeah, basically right away, as soon as we started like really getting past, because I've played pinball my whole life at Fun Spot, but never played the new Stern pinball machines, and that's kind of Ninja Turtles and Iron Maiden at Tokens Tap Room are the two machines that got us really loving pinball, and then we got to play Godzilla a little bit afterwards, and just so amazing. I think that the flippers, feeling like they're a little bit longer and more extended compared to some of the rounded flippers on older machines, made me feel like I was better at pinball than when I was a kid.
It's where they placed them in the playfield. They may be a hair closer. Just a hair closer.
And you
can control it in that game.
And you discovered his videos when? After that point? Or?
Probably
once we started getting really into
just on YouTube, and then I just started watching, and I mean, he's like the Michael Jordan of pinball, or the Godfather, maybe like Eazy-E of gangster rap music.
Glenn Reynolds of Instapundit once described, he was called the blog father because he was one of the first bloggers back in 2000. I've been reading him for like 26 years. Described it as like being a championship bowler, where you can go places and nobody bothers you, but among the crowd, you're just a star. Now, around what year did you reach that point where people started noticing you everywhere, or everywhere near a pinball machine?
That's for sure. I see, YouTube started in 2010. That's when I started posting the videos. But I had a lot of material that I never posted. So when I got into it, I started putting videos up of old videos I filmed, not thinking there'd ever be a YouTube. They were videos I was making for myself. And the only problem is, back then, the format of saving it was 8mm tape. I used 8mm. First, the TV stations required VHS when we made a commercial. We had to transfer it to Super VHS. But the 8mm tape quality is good, but it's not but you know, that was the beginning of it. But the good thing is I filmed a lot of stuff at the pinball shows when I was the only Looney Tune with a camera. The cameras were heavy then. Well, they weren't heavy, but
Looney Tunes weren't rare though.
you had a separate deck on the side, and you had a camera.
Yeah.
So I did some walkthroughs of some of the
Early footage of the show.
of not only the pinball shows but also the factories. So I did a pretty long video of Data East when they were building The Simpsons, and there's no video footage of that. Nothing. There's nothing left of Data East. I did Alvin G and Company. I did a video at their place too. Wherever I could bring a camera. Some places won't let you bring a video camera, but it was nice to do it, and then years later I posted them and made them public, and a lot of people found me that way. They type in a search on YouTube for Turtles pinball, and I'm probably going to be up there at some point at least. But I would say I started becoming where they would pay my way. I could get a room here free, and then they fly me out to shows and then put me in a room. I don't charge anything, but I'm there, and I've had many people actually come up and say, "Oh, I knew you were coming, and I wanted to meet you." So we decided that was the icing on the cake. We decided to come to the show because I was going to be there. So it was nice. It's always nice to hear. But of course, you know, that and $5 will buy you a Diet Pepsi from the hotel here.
For one piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Or your Heineken Zeros like you like to drink,
Yeah,
right?
I get double zero. Yeah.
All right, now I ask Todd a lot of questions when we sit down and do these little interviews, but I have never let somebody else ask a question. So I'm going to let the two of you ask Todd a question. And so, as pinball players, I mean, I've been playing pinball forever.
Yeah.
What's the question you would like to ask Todd that you have not already asked him in your conversation?
Okay. Besides Total Nuclear Annihilation, what's your favorite pinball machine of all time? Because I know you love that one.
Well, people ask for a list. In no particular order: Theater of Magic, Funhouse, Pinball,
Good games. Good game.
Total Nuclear, Big Bang Bar. Other games that hit the list: Class of 1812, which is a Gottlieb. We were just talking about TX Sector and how great that is. Finally, people realize it is. But Robo Wars, which is another Gottlieb. It's funny because, I mean, Fishtails is fun and everything, but I don't think it's great. I mean, it's a good game.
How about the modification? Have you played the modification that the person did here? I interviewed the gentleman who did it.
Well, no, but I fixed it last night for him. So he had the box, he couldn't figure out what was wrong, and we solved the problem.
Actually, you just made me think of something very important. Now, this young couple has decided that they're going to buy their first pinball machine. Now, may I ask how long you've been married?
Coming on 13 years.
See, my wife didn't let me buy a pinball machine until we were married like 36 years, so when I actually went out and bought one. What is the piece of advice as people who are brand new buying a pinball machine that you should give them, they should take when it comes to the maintenance of the machine or having a machine and so forth?
Advice? Other people disagree with me, but when it's brand new, buy a can of Lemon Pledge. And the Lemon Pledge will clean the playfield and wax it.
Before we play our first game, pledge it?
You could,
Yeah.
but just keep it in the front door of the game. And depending on how many plays you get, I would recommend after maybe 200, 300 plays, you wipe it down again real quick. Only take a second. Keep in the game an old t-shirt so you can wipe down the field and then wipe the rubbers off. Because the playfield gets dirty because the ball is coming apart. The chrome ball, that's the dirt. It's from the ball. The ball is decomposing. I guess it's a good word, maybe not, but the ball eventually should be replaced. That you're looking at maybe 5,000 plays. You should put new balls in it probably, and make sure you throw the old ones away.
Yeah.
There's somebody, I'll keep these in case I need them. I said, well, no, you can keep track of how many plays you have very easily.
Did they ever use different material for those balls? And does it get played differently? No, they never use a different material?
There was different people that sold like mirror balls, highly polished balls. It's still a steel pinball, and it's actually a ball bearing. And as a matter of fact, in the movie Tommy, you can see them loading those same pinballs, what we call pinballs, into the bombs they were dropping.
Yeah, Bob.
I've seen Tommy. That's the Who, sweetie. The pinball wizard.
It's funny you mentioned it because I bought an 8-ball deluxe, and I was only able to get it at a deal because the guy needed cash to buy a King Kong, and my son bought me a pinball that was an 8-ball.
Yes.
That I throw in there as something.
Ones. You can get, and some of them are really nice, and you could probably do that. Somebody may make a Turtles pinball.
Oh, neat.
There's a lot of people doing aftermarket stuff, and some of it's really good.
Now, one of the things that hit me today while I was playing, because I normally am up by 4:35 in the morning for my work, is there was a time when you could not play Lord of the Rings because there was always a line in front of it. There's been such a plethora of quality games that have come out in the since the first Pintastic.
Right.
That there is machines that are just wonderful that are missed because there's just so many good machines to play. I mean, I sometimes I worry about the mere quantity of just great machines that others are going to get left behind.
Well, there's a lot of games you haven't played because they made so few of them too. One, there's not many left on Earth, is Bally's Spectrum, which is fascinating, but it's difficult, and it doesn't have a shooter lane. You use the right flipper to launch the ball, and it's like playing the old game Mastermind, where you try to figure out the code.
Oh, I remember.
And nobody understood it, and it opened and closed, it bombed, and we've heard from the man that worked at Bally that they actually destroyed 400 of them. They took them apart, used the boards for other games, and there were games coming out, and then they disposed of the cabinets and the playfields. And of course now, Spectrum in the box would be worth pretty good money, but there's games for everyone. I think that's the best way to say it. There's easy to play games, there's hard games, there's whodunit. You try to figure out who the murderer is.
Like Clue? Like a Clue
Yeah,
game?
like a Clue game, which is a good concept. But that bombed. As a matter of fact, when whodunit came out, the distributors called it Who Wants It? Or Who Plays It?
Can I ask Todd a question?
Oh, sure. But now we have about 4 minutes left because this shuts off automatically at 19 minutes.
What's your dream theme pinball that hasn't been made?
I never thought of it.
I'd like them to make a Chosen machine. I'm shocked that nobody has licensed it because just the churches would buy
I think
en masse.
Rocky Horror would be a good theme
Oh, that would be a
for
good theme.
pinball.
No one has. I can't believe no one's made one. It just hit me.
Licensing and issues, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been around for a long time. The license can't be that expensive for something that's that old.
Well, yeah, you have to, but I would think that's a theme, possible.
You think it would be like Spooky or someone that would take on that theme?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a major company.
Yeah, because that one would be more of an adult pinball. It's like when they made the Looney Tunes and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the same board.
Yeah, I guess it would really depend. I think that that idea I thought was great too, personally, making two games be able to make more of, because the playfield design is just artwork difference. You still have all the same hardware, but they frequently have people write down what their theme games is. They just did this at the Barrels of Fun, Everybody wrote down what they thought. And I wrote down the never-ending story.
Love that movie.
And
absolutely love that movie.
it's hit and miss because a lot of people have great memories of it, like I do, and other people think it's a horrible film.
Oh, it's one of my.
Or you could always do Monty Python. I mean, you could do a ton of pinball with that.
It might be a really great one because the next generation coming now, with we as a parents, we show them these films, so they're like getting familiar with it.
Labyrinth, Crystal, Never-Ending Story.
So
there are kids like watching those. Yeah.
So have you started taking your kids to play pinball places?
Oh yeah.
And may I ask how old your children are?
We have a 7-year-old and a soon-to-be 9-year-old.
See, I was taking my son we were going to the bowling alleys to play pinball and then to pizza places, and now Pintastic every year. And I mean, he's 33. My youngest is going to be 33 this year, and we're still going off playing pinball together.
It's fantastic.
It is. Okay, well, I have only a minute or two. You said you've been to 4 Pintastics. What is your next you're buying this machine.
Yep.
Where are you going to hit another pinball convention, or are you just going to wait for Pintastic every year?
Well, we're going to keep going to Pintastic every year because that's kind of a little bit of our romantic getaway on top of the pinball. But I think she'd like to go to Texas Pinball Expo someday.
Maybe someday we'll
there's
go to
2 in
Texas.
Texas. There's the TPF and then the Houston Arcade Expo too. So there's 2 separate ones.
If my wife was only into pinball, the only game she really likes is Wizard of Oz.
I love that game.
Oh, I've been playing. Danny got the high score. This place is littered with Daniel's high scores. Okay, Todd, any last thing you want to say before we're finished here? Because I've got 2 minutes left before this will shut itself off.
Absolutely. Get out there and support the little places that are opening up now. The flat rate arcades where you pay one price and go in and play. Go out and support them. Bring the kids, because the kids are the future. If the kids don't get an active interest in pinball, it will go by the wayside. We don't want that to happen again. It did it twice. It did it in the 80s and it did it in the 90s.
How much credit do you credit yourself for it being what it is now? Because I remember the first Pintastics, and I mean, it's amazing what it's become.
I don't know. I would like to think I'm supporting it as much as I can, but I'm 70 years old now, so I'm not running out of steam yet. But
I'm chasing you. Well, I'm not too many years behind you.
But I'm still involved and interested in having fun. And once again, I like certain games. I like being introduced to new games. So when you come to a show here, you're going to see pinballs you may never have played or seen, especially the older mechanicals.
Yeah,
and
which
some
are
of
nice.
The mechanical, the pre-1977 machines have some pretty decent programming.
Plus, there's some new mods. I interviewed a guy who added some mods to a hee-haw to make it a little interesting as well. Well, thank you so much for your time, Todd, and thank you so much for sitting in, and thank you for letting them sit in, because
soon they will have one of the last Teenage Turtles in the box in their house. We still have it.
Honored to get Todd's last turtle. It's going to be.
So you're buying it from Todd himself. Oh, that's even better.
Anybody else?
that must be great. Well, thank you again so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.